Okay, what is going on? Why is it so quiet? Hold on a second.
Hi, South Games Re-Up. F***ing lighter. Today I'm taking a look at Zombie Revenge for the Sega Dreamcast. That's right, for the Sega Dreamcast. Let's take a look. Shh, be quiet. Shh. Let's grab the controller. Let's play.
So here we go, this is it, Zombie Revenge, the arcade beat-em-up featuring zombies and awesome monsters, and we're going to play the arcade mode today, but first of all, let's go to the options and wrap up those continues, because let's face it, we're gonna need them. It's an arcade game after all. And now onto the character select screen, where we pick a brand of washing liquid. That's right, Stick Breitling. You got to understand that does sound a little bit like a washing up liquid, right?
Are we still following this guy?
He's the one making the zombies. To catch him, we have to follow.
Wow, that's robotic, and well, you know, basically games like this, horror games like this, always seem to have really awkward voice acting. We all know what, you know, Resident Evil 1 is like, right?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
And also featuring...
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right.
But forgetting bad voice performances, let's go on with the game which actually opens up a little bit like, if you remember, the House of the Dead games also used to open up. You know, weirdly, I'm trying to remember what this game actually reminds me of, because it seems a little bit of a mash of most of Sega games, and when we're talking Sega games, we're talking, like I said, House of the Dead, Dynamite Cop, anything like that. It just seems a little bit, yeah, very much like that. They seem to steal the assets from the other games that they use, aka the sounds, and, you know, the visuals, and they don't really seem to change a lot. But, you know, Sega, hey, let's face it, I ain't judging. So, are we actually getting anything special here with Zombie Revenge? I think, you know, I'm going to say no, straight off the bat. This is, it kind of feels a bit like a, you know, the Streets of Rage style game, although obviously in 3D, but instead of hordes of people or villains, it's hordes of, you know, zombies and monsters. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of cool things in regards to the, you know, the weapons you can pick up, like shotguns, grenade launchers, and all that. And also the fact you've got to sort of interact with your environments, including things like opening shutters, pressing buttons, etc. And as per Sega's sort of recipe for an arcade game, yeah, that involves saving people, saving the girl, essentially saving the day, to get a bonus.
Here, take this! A man with golden eyes said to give it to you. How did I get myself into this mess?
I often ask this when I play games like this. You know, I'm joking. I love this for what it is, but you gotta love it. With all Sega games or arcade games, you'll also get the boss fights, which I actually think breaks up the game, but in a good way. I don't think it's bad, I actually think it's good, because what it also does is it does actually hint to you kind of what you have to do. I mean, most of these are just you take down the bad guy, that's it, they're dead. But after that, you know, you just continue the game. It just breaks it up, but in a nice way. I think the game, you know, really does well with its lighting effects. As you can see here with the sort of torch effect, this was really good for the time. Obviously, this was 1999, so this wasn't, well, this was years ago. This was 21 years ago. But they've done a real good job in the way it looks. Yeah, again, it's a bit blocky, but remember, this is 1999, so everything was blocky. The other really cool thing is the game actually gives you a way of kind of choosing your destiny or choosing your route through the game through these kind of like mini bits here, and as you can see, takes you to a different section of the game, which is really, really cool. Unfortunately though, this is a, yeah, that's right, it's a sewer level.
Let's go. That smells awful.
Thanks, I guess. So as you can probably tell from the tone of my voice, I am not a massive fan of sewage levels. Yeah, it has its perks with this one. It's got a few nice ideas. You know, the boss is so damn hard though, I must say that. But it got really frustrating, this one, really, really quickly. And then all of a sudden, got real.
It's coming out.
I'd actually go as far as to say this was probably one of the hardest bosses, but actually one of the coolest in the way it regenerates. This one was really, really fun. The only really damn annoying thing about it is he also always seemed to have some other little monster with him, which really annoyed the hell out of me. And when I say regenerates, I don't actually mean he regenerates, I actually just mean he harnesses the electrical power, which is a really cool idea for a boss. I really like that. That's such an original idea that you just don't see with most boss fights nowadays. And right here is where the game seems to grow. You actually kind of care about the characters. And on to episode 3, where, you know, I really like the style of this level. It's, you know, it's still dreary, but it does involve little sort of jumping people. I don't that's what I can only best describe them as, but are really cool, although kind of annoying. But does break up the sort of monotonous, you know, slow-moving zombies. The other cool thing is this is where you pick up the best weapon of the game. That's right, I'm talking about the flamethrower.
Are you alright?
The guy just got thrown out a window and he asked, "Are you alright?" I doubt he is.
In 3 minutes.
What happened here?
But, you know, inevitably you get to kill him with a really, really cool drill when he comes back to life.
So, you made it here alive. Well done for a human.
What are you doing?
Why am I doing this? You fools!
So this guy basically sprays his load all over you and also has a flamethrower built in, you know, just to pack a punch. Although kind of cool, this boss, he got a bit annoying in the sense that it just took a long time to die. He just jumped everywhere and there was all these, you know, these other little creatures. Yeah, this one again also got annoying quite quickly. You can see a theme appearing here. I clearly don't like the boss parts.
Are you guys okay?
Grab the rope!
Linda!
So here they obviously just try to prolong the game here to make it a little bit longer. They throw a few more enemies at you, kind of, you know, this is your last hope. Kill them all before you can actually escape. Well, you know, I did that. And I actually got on the ladder and got the hell away.
Something important's coming up. The next instruction.
Said?
He's going to release the virus.
What? Where?
On to episode 4.
South Union Railway. South Terminal, Cassandra. This runaway train is loaded with explosives in the virus and is headed for Cassandra.
The awesome thing here is the fact that the entire level, or pretty much most of it, takes place on top of a train, which makes for a really cool idea. Again, obviously there's a helicopter kind of lighting up your way, which is again another real cool bit of, you know, a spotlight that kind of shows your way. But then you're also armed with an axe inside a carriage against the sort of train attendants. This is a recipe for awesome. The next part it takes place within a tunnel, so this kind of reminds me a little bit of, you know, the bit in Speed, yeah? The way he ends up killing, you know, Dennis Hopper, yep, that's right. It's kind of reminiscent in this game. You've got to make sure you do not stand on that middle grid, because if you do, I did tell you so, didn't I? So just make sure you have to absolutely avoid that. Now the game from here, it doesn't really change up much in the sort of recipe. It's rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So in other words, wave of zombies, new boss, next level. So, you know, I've got no issue with this game. It plays so well on the Sega Dreamcast, but, well, you know, let's face it, it's made by Sega. It's gonna work well on their console, and that is what Sega always did so well. As I've said time and time again, this is one you must get and play because this just showcases the arcade classics that Sega are so well known for doing. Anyway, I've been Al from Games Re-Up. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.